you take everything for granted. When I started feeling anxiety a few years ago, it's really at that point that I understand the meaning of taking something for granted. Because I always took my mental health for granted, and I thought this was something that was just going to stay like this for my entire life. And immediately as I started feeling anxiety and stopped me from doing all the things that I loved, going to the gym, seeing my friends, going outside, partying, living a normal life, became impossible. In today's video, I wanted to teach you about how you can actually feel like the things around you that you normally have are things you should be fucking proud of, grateful for on a daily basis. Because if you don't do so and you lose one of these things, this is only at that time that you realize it. That this is something that you should be proud to have, something you should be grateful to have in your life. Because nowadays we take everything for granted, whether it's your health, your mental health, physical health, whether it's your family member, their health, their mental health, whether it's your job, whether it's your status. All of these things, in a split of a second, can leave and never come back. And as I said, you will never realize this lesson as long as everything is going well for you. And trust me, it's not because something is going well for you that this will continue on this path. For me, what happened is that from almost one day to another, I started feeling severe anxiety and it stopped me from doing all the things I loved. And you feel like your entire life was a lie. You were like, okay, but I was just living my life normally. What is going on? This can happen to anyone at any time. You can lose a family member that you absolutely love, which can break you inside. You can lose your job from one day to another. You can become homeless from one day to another. Anything can happen. And it's only when you're at the very bottom of your mental health or your entire life that you realize how lucky you were before. And I don't want you to experience this. So I want you to start practicing negative gratitude. And if you've never heard of negative gratitude, it's one of the most powerful tools that I ever discovered that helps you take things that you have right now around you, simulate how you will feel if you actually lost or if you actually lose these things. And it teaches you how to actually feel in these situations, how bad this will be for you. And then it makes you grateful to have them around you on a normal day. The fact that you have an apartment, you're never grateful for this. The fact that you have a girlfriend, you're never grateful for this after a few years of being together. The fact that you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want. The fact that you're free to do anything in your life. You're never grateful about these things. So how does negative gratitude actually work? How can you work on these things? How can you improve and use it on a daily basis so that your entire life becomes a fucking movie? And that you're always grateful for everything around you. This will help with your mental health, with your overall mood, with anything. Let's do an exercise right now that I want you to do as you're watching this video. This is going to introduce you to negative gratitude and how to actually use it. So now just imagine for a second that you are living a normal day as always. And you get back home from school or work, whatever you do. And when you arrive, you see your mom sitting down at the table. She's reading a book, I don't know. And then you go and talk to your father and he doesn't seem to be very good today. Maybe he's a little bit sick. And as time goes on, as days go by, you see your father getting sicker and sicker. And you've never been really, really close to your dad. It's like, it's like you just go back home, he's there, you eat together, you speak maybe sometimes, and then you go to sleep and you start your day again. Until one day when he's feeling really, really bad and he asks you to take him to the doctor or to the hospital. And when you arrive there, you wait for him in the waiting rooms. And when he comes back with the doctor is looking at you very seriously. And your father is very white, his face is turned completely white. And they announce that he's really sick, he has cancer. And there is a treatment for it, but it's about 50% chance that he actually makes it through. And he starts his treatment, he starts doing chemo, And you know, when you do chemo, it's never fun. He loses all his hairs. He's feeling like shit. He's vomiting all the time. He loses so much weight. And after 2 months of chemo, they announced that it didn't work. And that he has 1 week left to live. And then it's going to be over. How would you feel at that point? Would you still come back home after a normal day and just ignore your dad, not speak to him very much, not show him gratitude for all the things he provided for your entire life, not feeling grateful for all the things he did to you, all the things he taught you in life? Of course you would. You would feel so much more grateful if you knew you were going to lose him in a week. And this can apply to anything. And as much as this is a really, really sad story that can take you to the gut, it's something that you should experience on an almost daily basis, I would say, for you to understand how grateful you should be for the things around you. You can lose anything at any time. You should treat the people around you like they're going to die tomorrow, all the time. You need to be grateful because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're going to lose them maybe next week. So whether it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your job, your apartment, your girlfriend, or the things that you own, your computer, you have access to, healthy food, all of these things, you should treat them like they will never be here in 2 days. Because this is only when you do this that you realize how lucky you are for having all of these things around you. And if you're watching this video, that means you have access to the internet. So even if you have a shitty life right now and you comment down below, yeah, but how can I be grateful about these things? Oh, both my parents died. Maybe you have a shitty life. Maybe that happened to you. That doesn't mean that you are not lucky to be where you are right now. You should be grateful for every single thing you have. The fact that you're alive, you should be grateful for this too. It's not about owning things. It's not about having a perfect life. It's about being grateful for everything surrounding you. Even if you're in a shitty position, this is going to help you actually to get out of this shitty situation. So guys, start practicing negative gratitude every single day. And in about a week, you will already feel the difference in just how you feel normally, how you live your life. When you understand that all of the things around you, you never know when you're going to lose them. And this is when your life starts to get interesting. This is when your life starts to become a movie. So continue practicing negative gratitude and also normal gratitude, being grateful for having the things. And you'll see that in a few months, you'll be just in a great spot in life. Practice these things. Don't take everything for granted, and I'll see you in the next one.